What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're gonna go over talk about All-Star Team Up added into NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. What are my thoughts on it? Do I think it's worth playing or not? Now, here's the deal, okay? All-Star Team Up has a decent system if you have a squad of 5 guys. If you have a squad of 5 guys, I mean, these rewards are really solid. I'm not going to sit here and lie. They are. If you win 5 games with any, the same squad, you get these rewards. And they're repeatable. So every 5 games you win, and with the same squad, you do get these rewards. Now, the problem is, it's hard. Because unless you have a full squad, there's going to be people that leave the squad. And unless you use the exact same squad, this is basically, these rewards are worthless. So for the average person in the MyTEAM community, this is like, these rewards are not really it. Now, again, if you have a squad of 5 people and you win 5 games quickly and you can get through games, obviously then I see a way in which All-Star Team Up is solid. Now let's talk about the total wins, right? You need 200 wins in All-Star Team Up for the mode completion reward. Do I love it? I think, it's tough, right? You get a mode completion at 200 and IR for every 200 wins. But the first one is at 100 wins, which honestly isn't that crazy. 100 wins in All-Star Team Up. It's still a lot, but it's not anything that crazy. So I will say this. If you have a squad of 5 players, this is one of the most rewarding games and game modes there are. Now, again, you got to take the good with the bad. It's hard to get a squad of 5 players, and the average person in the MyTEAM community just isn't going to do that. But again, if you do have a squad of 5 players, you can get these rewards for every 5 wins. Meanwhile, you are still gonna get the ladder, the ladder reward wins. And I don't know what it is at the bottom, but you guys can see squad wins there at the bottom. I want to say if you get a certain amount of squad wins, like 100 squad wins maybe, you will get that 95 plus hidden gem. I don't know for sure, but that's kind of what I'm thinking there. Or maybe 200. I don't know exactly what it's going to be. But that's crazy, right? Like, that's honestly, in my opinion, pretty crazy how rewarding they did make All-Star Team Up. And I think this is a bigger situation than All-Star Team Up specifically. I think this is a situation that we just need to talk about the game mode in general being, in MyTEAM, all the game modes being more rewarding. Like, they are. It's way more rewarding to play the game now than it has been in the past. I wish in All-Star Team Up, these rewards were just every 5 wins. You know, like, why do I gotta play with the same 5 guys to do this? I don't know. And it says with the same squad, but you literally have to have, I think, 5 of the same. Because I thought maybe to myself, okay, what if I were just to play and not leave the lobby? If I don't leave the lobby, then maybe it'll count. But it's not the case. It's not the case. I stayed, other people left, and I got reset back to 0. So it is what it is. I do still think there is a place for All-Star Team Up. I think it's a good addition. A downside to All-Star Team Up is it's not in play with friends. Now, why is this a big deal? Well, because there are times in the past where people want to play 5v5. So my squad of 5 versus your squad of 5. That is not in the game as it stands right now. And is it something that I wish was in the game? Well, maybe. Like, I think it would have been a solid enough addition if it was in the game. But obviously, it's not in the game. And at this stage, like, it is what it is. Like, I don't know if, I doubt 2K is, going to add something like that. Which kind of stinks. But at the end of the day, like, it is what it is. But that is something that a lot of people wanted, which I actually think would have been cool. So now you just, I guess, got to go in with your squad and whoever you want to play against squad, and just hope that it does ultimately, that you load into the same game. But for me, is All-Star Team Up something that I'm personally going to play a lot of? Probably not. But I like it being in the game because, to me, it's another way for instead of people playing Pro-Am, they can just load in if everybody plays MyTEAM into this and get through games quicker, and I actually don't hate it. And honestly, if you have a full squad of 5, you are going to run through opponents because you're probably going to match up with people that are on random teams playing with randoms, and you're just going to flood them more times than not. So again, I'm not necessarily saying that it's all perfect, that it's all sunshine and rainbows, but I do think if you do play All-Star Team Up, you do get rewarded in a pretty big time way, which again, a lot of these game modes are the same thing. Like domination, I think is super rewarding. I say the same thing for, salary cap. I think salary cap is super rewarding. But to me, I think, All-Star Team Up is up there. If you have the same 5 guys, I think it's up there with being one of the most rewarding modes in the game to play. So that's kind of what I think about All-Star Team Up. Is it something, I wish honestly that I would play it more. It's just not necessarily that, it's just not necessarily for me. So it is what it is. I did though want to go through and talk about it because I see a way in which it's the most rewarding mode on the game. Like genuinely, I see a way in which All-Star Team Up is the most rewarding mode in the game. But it all comes down to the fact that guess what? You're going to have 5 squad mates on at the exact same time to do that. And again, I get it for, content creators, for certain people. You could probably find a community, like a Discord community or something to make this work. And I'm sure that there are going to be a lot out there and it's going to be, perfect once they, get up and running. And I think, it'll be fine, but you just got to get to that stage. You got to get to that point to make it easy. And again, I just wish 2K wouldn't have made it like with the same squad, like make it with the same lobby, something like that. But you should not get punished, if you are playing with randoms and your random opponents leave the game. Like you shouldn't get punished for that. That's how I feel about it. But it is what it is at the end of the day. I'm glad All-Star Team Up is in the game. I think it would be executed better if it was in play with friends. So then again, you could have like All-Star Team Up wagers. Like I think it could get crazy and honestly like really, really fun if 2K would take the time to go and do that. But obviously again, 2K, you've got to be the ones to take the time to do that. The community can only do so much when it does come down to that. And again, I've been basically playing every game mode there is to play. Like I've literally been grinding this game like crazy. So again, I know what's rewarding. I know basically what's not rewarding, all those things. And again, for me right now, like I'm having fun playing the game. Even All-Star Team Up, if you have the right teammates, can be a lot of fun. But that's what I would encourage you guys to do. There are so many different rewarding game modes. Ultimately, play the game modes that you're having fun with. Like genuinely, I think that is going to ultimately lead you to the most success on this game. All-Star Team Up, big time W added into the game. I do wish, that there was a way around, using the exact same 5 guys in your squad, stuff like that. But it is what it is. It's a fun game mode. I think a lot of, the casuals that play the game are really going to enjoy All-Star Team Up. Because guess what? If you aren't very good at the game and you want to play in an online setting and just kind of be like a spot-up guy, be a power forward and just sit in the corner, right? And if you're not good at the game, all you got to do is knock down the occasional catch-and-shoot corner 3 and play defense, right? It's not rocket science. It's not going to be that hard. And I think it is, again, just a fun game mode added into the game. I played the game basically for a day, and you can see my squad is already kind of coming together in a big time way. And again, we're going to keep building it, keep working it, but I kind of like where I am at currently in my team. That is going to wrap it up for our video. Let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments, guys. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.